Welcome to Bruges Belgium. Today we're taking you along with us to show you exactly how to explore this fairy tale city in just one day from the cruise port of Zeebrugge. We'll cover how to get into the city, the must-see landmarks, the foods you absolutely have to try, a scenic canal boat ride, and all the beautiful spots that make Bruges unforgettable. Let's get started. Welcome to World Wanderers.
We're Alicia and Will.
Come wander the world with us.
Today we're in Bruges, Belgium. Our ship stopped here for a port stop, so we're making the most of the day with a walking tour. We're only here for a few hours, but we're going to hit all the major sites. We're just going to plug them into Google Maps and see what we see. So right when you get off the boat, you can either take a taxi, which was going to be 55 euros each way, or what we did was we took a bus right from the cruise port, which was 30 euros round trip per person. So we opted for that instead. It pulls into a little parking lot right outside the city, and then it's about a 1 mile or 1.5 kilometer walk into the heart of the city center. So it's been a beautiful walk so far. Let's go.
After getting off the bus, the walk into Bruges was easy to follow. The path wound through a peaceful park with walking trails, swans gliding across the water, and plenty of greenery that already felt like something out of a storybook. Before long, we were wandering the cobblestone streets lined with charming shops and fountains. Since we arrived early in the morning, most of the stores weren't open yet, with many of them opening around 10 or 11, so we planned to check them out later in the day. Our first stop was the Mariabrug, a picturesque bridge lined in flowers, and it had that quintessential Belgian look. And of course, we had to stop and take photos here. It was just too beautiful to pass by. We continued our walk straight into the heart of Bruges, the famous Market Square, or Grote Markt.
Here we are in the main market square of Belgium. There's horse-drawn carriages, there's a bunch of flowers everywhere, and tons of stuff to see.
This is the central square of the city and has been a gathering place for markets, festivals, and celebrations for centuries. Surrounded by colorful step-gabled buildings, cafes, and shops, it feels like stepping back in time. The square is anchored by the stunning Belfry of Bruges, a medieval bell tower that dominates the skyline. When we arrived, the square was decorated with flowers that added even more charm to the already beautiful setting. And just as we were soaking it all in, the bells began to ring, echoing across the square. It was such a magical moment that made us pause and really take it all in. Our next goal was to take a boat ride on the canals, soaking in the beautiful sights of Bruges along the way.
Here we are at the Basilica of the Holy Blood. It's really beautiful.
There are plenty of spots along the canals to hop on a boat, each accompanied by a small kiosk where you can purchase your tickets.
We're getting on this stop right by the Klein Vanelli at 15 euro a person for a 35-minute ride. I think it's going to be an amazing trip.
When we arrived at the boarding area, we asked to wait for the next empty boat so we could be the first in line to choose our seats. The boats are long and narrow, and we knew that being at the back would give us the best vantage point for photos, so we were happy to wait the extra few minutes. Once on board, we noticed it really doesn't matter which captain you get. The commentary is all pre-recorded, and at the start of the ride, the captain asks which languages everyone on the boat speaks, then plays the audio over the speaker in those languages. It was a seamless way to learn about the city while enjoying the ride without worrying about missing any details. As the boat began to glide through the canals, we were struck by the history surrounding us. Bruges is a city built on the water, a network of canals that was originally created to facilitate trade in the Middle Ages. The waterways were vital for transporting goods, and today they still define the character of the city, giving it a magical storybook feel. As we passed under low stone bridges and alongside rows of historic buildings, we couldn't help but compare it to a gondola ride in Venice. The reflections of the colorful facades shimmered on the water, and there were so many little details to take in. Flower-filled balconies, quaint cafes, and small wooden docks where locals were tending to their boats. Each turn of the canal revealed a new charming scene, from grand merchant houses to tiny tucked-away courtyards, making it feel like the city was slowly unfolding just for us. The ride was also a fantastic way to get our bearings. From the water, you could see how the canals weave through the heart of Bruges, connecting the main squares and landmarks in a way that walking alone doesn't always show. It really gave us a sense of the city's layout while also allowing us to relax and enjoy the scenery. By the end of the ride, we had not only taken in dozens of photos, but also gained a deeper appreciation for why Bruges is often called the Venice of the North. It's a city that feels alive on the water, where history, architecture, and everyday life flow together as smoothly as the canals themselves.
The boat ride was absolutely worth it. Definitely recommend coming as early in the day as you possibly can because the lines are building already. We waited for like 2 minutes, but now it looks like some lines were an hour long.
Yeah, for sure. When we got here, there were like hardly any lines when they were just starting to like right at 10 o'clock. And now the lines are building up at every boat stop. And people on our boat were saying some of them were already booked for the day.
Right, so definitely make it a priority because it was really great.
Yeah.
From there, we made our way to the Boniface Bridge. This charming little bridge is one of the most photographed spots in Bruges, offering a classic view of the canals lined with historic buildings. From here, you can really appreciate the quiet, storybook charm that makes the city so magical. Just behind the bridge stands the impressive Groot House Museum, a huge historic mansion turned museum. We didn't go in, but even just walking around the exterior, you can see why it's such a standout landmark. The architecture is stunning and it perfectly complements the picturesque canals and bridges surrounding it.
This is the Boniface Bridge. It's a really popular photo spot, especially for couples who just got married. We waited about 5 minutes and we were able to get a quick photo with nobody in the background, so hang out, it's worth it.
Next, we wandered over to the Sashuis, one of Bruges' most unique historic sites. The Sashuis was originally built as a toll house for the canals, controlling the water flow and collecting fees from boats passing through. Today, it's a charming landmark that shows how the city's waterways were essential to Bruges' economy and daily life. Its quaint, colorful facade makes it a popular spot for photos. Just a short walk away, we stopped for pictures with the Castillo de la Faille, a striking historical building with dramatic architecture right along the canal. It's a perfect location for photos, capturing both the building and the canal side scenery. From there, we made our way to the Sint-Salvator Cathedral, one of the oldest and most important churches in Bruges. The cathedral is impressive both inside and out, with soaring ceilings, intricate stained glass, and beautiful stonework throughout. It's also completely free to walk inside, so you can explore at your own pace and take in the history without worrying about tickets. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the food in Bruges. One of the city's biggest claims to fame is its chocolate. Everywhere you turn, there are chocolate shops lining the streets, each with its own unique style and selection. Walking into these shops is half the fun. Some are modern and sleek, while others feel cozy and traditional, with hand-painted displays and whimsical decorations. You also have to try at least one waffle place. The waffles are fresh made in front of you and have a variety of different toppings you can choose, from fruits to candies and whipped cream and ice cream.
We stopped at Auto Waffles and got Belgian waffles here. We didn't know when we walked in that they were gluten-free, dairy-free waffles, but I think they're still going to be amazing. Look how good it looks. Yeah, that's good.
And I got just a plain one. And now we need to try the traditional Liège kind of Belgian waffle for science because we had the gluten-free ones first. And let's see. This is the way to go.
I don't think you can really go wrong, but the ones from this store, Chez Harry, were definitely amazing, and they had the best display window with all the different toppings you could get, so I definitely would recommend this one. Thanks so much for watching. Bruges completely surprised us with how much we loved it, and we've now decided we need to explore the rest of Belgium. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving us a like and subscribe if you'd like to follow along as we continue our adventure to our next stops in Norway. Safe travels!